Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I'm OP, and in today's episode we'll be going over some of the best highlights from today's LCK 2024 Spring Split matchup. Without further ado, let's dive straight into the action.
He's able to keep himself up and also does eat the ultimate from the Crocodile. He's a bit less scary now as Weaver's Wall is going to be interrupted very comfortably by the Poppy, as you would assume, and that is first blood so easily here for Nongshim in the mid lane.
Yeah, so well played there.
Because I really wasn't expecting them to hold too much control over this stage of the game. A lot of it to do with this mid lane, where Showmaker is going to eat another ultimate. Able to avoid the rest of the buttons though, so Fiesta not finding too much as Tidal Wave is going to come down. Peter taking so much damage, aiming now, turning his attention to Jiwoo as the ultimate comes down. Good flash to get out of the way of the heroic charge, but they have to use everything. Keeper's Verdict comes in and Kellen's going to get flashed on. Jiwoo collects that kill as Sylvie was tanking up a lot of turret shots, so he's really dead. And now Kingin wanting to, just misses every button. And Jiwoo just flaps over the wall.
Ankles being like it was going to end as a favorable trade.
Kingin just looking for it, but Peter comes in. He's good. Sets up a camp.
He's got barrier. He's fine.
All right.
He's okay. He's living.
Yep.
Dundun's vibing. He's doing the grubs now.
All right. Kingin's just kind of down here, committed to a 1v2. Having a good time there. His aiming is going to head towards the top side. Are we looking for a dive? That is a sweet spot connection. Kingin just needs... Okay, yeah, he is going to be taken down. Gets out of turret range. What? Can he do it? How did that even happen? Okay, I guess that's how it goes. Sylvie's coming down towards the bottom lane. I don't even know, man. I don't even know if it's a good idea. Didn't you have it in you? Let's see if he can turn it around. He goes for it. And now it's aiming that's taking all the damage. Slice and dice. These top laners are monsters, but this time Lucid's there in time. Fiesta wanting to land the more, and he does manage to crush the Aatrox. Oh, Met Dundun.
I feel like if Kingin had died to Jiwoo under the
tower,
yeah. And then it went from being this play that felt like, oh my god, what are you doing, to wow. Oh.
All right, here's a Weaver's Wall. They are looking for Fiesta. Seismic Shove goes wide though. Showmaker not able to find that one as heroic charge from Sylvie, just to try and keep Showmaker in position as the Dragon gets angry. A lot of damage onto aiming and he just gets snagged by Fiesta. He'll grab the double onto the bottom lane. And this way, after getting first
from Sylvie, really good at just mitigating the play here. But also when they...
that was a gank. That's a gank. That's a Dundun. A gank on.
Sometimes we talk about this. When you're a smaller team, you're kind of looking for the counter. Oh no.
Do you think Fiesta's going to be okay here? Let's find out. The Crushing Maw not really doing too much there. And so he is just going to be thrown around like a ragdoll and taken out. So that is the punishment. That is a bean from other Smolders. Carol does go down there as aiming. Dashing forward once again. We're going to see whether they can break this open, of course, creating as much space, as much fog of war as possible on this map. It's going to be important as the Dragon gets a little bit mad. That is Seismic Shove, though, connecting onto Sylvie, and he's going to be well and truly interrupted. That CC lasted his entire health bar. That was ridiculous. Turret going to go down now as Dundun looking to make his way into this fight. Drake, not even a thing is, I even think through Baron, Nongshim will not struggle too much, taking out minions.
Yeah, I mean, it can definitely make things trickier, but...
Okay, we're going to try and split up the fight here. As Showmaker going to get feared. Has to get off his wall, but no one actually going to get punished too much for that one. Sylvie, I believe, had to flash, but he's got Hex Flash, so better flash. He's going to be available. Jiwoo very far up here as Tidal Wave's going to miss. There's the Shattering Strike, and out goes the Lucian! And now Lucid's sort of all on his own as Kingin finds the backline! But the second Q is not going to connect, and the fear is so good! Smolder's going to burn them down. Mummet already got really mad, and that means these health bars barely even exist. Fiesta going to be able to grab that kill onto his opposite number, and Nongshim should be able to convert to a Baron.
And you could see Dplus, the desperation to attack from, trying to be a bit more creative with their approach to this fight. They managed to take away Dundun's flash, poke him out, and Nongshim, you don't need to do this.
Kingin is just in the back of the pit and he's just gonna die. It's gonna take a while for him to get there. Okay, Execute not gonna come. How did that work? That's not allowed to work! The other one worked as well. What is going on?
Lethality Aatrox, by the way.
It's like he was baiting, saying, oh, I'm AFK, guys, but he wasn't. And that is going to be the secure of the Drake by the Rel, as she likes to do. And Kingin is still keeping this Crocodile at bay. 4 members of Nongshim to the north. The aiming just explodes. and it's Fiesta that's able to take the control back for Nongshim this time. Showmaker now in trouble. It's a double kill as the artillery strikes are raining down, and Jiwoo, I think that he's almost passed his little dragon test, and he's looking pretty good at this stage of the game. 3 items now completed. And despite Kingin's too much of a big deal, and Nongshim don't really care about that. They're looking to try and knock down this inner turret. 4 Bob's going to be helping them out there as well as Lucid comes on over to try and deter them. Here's a Magnet Storm to try and get into that backline, but Mom, she's there to protect her baby. And Showmaker will be able to sidestep that one, but he's not going to be able to protect anything else. Look at how quick they're running. Oh man, Fiesta's just flashing forward, finds the crushing maw, as now Kingin will get in there. That's what he was looking for in the last fight, and just says, no, that'll be a shutdown for me, thank you very much, as Jiwoo can flap over that.
You know, for a second, I was like, Jiwoo can flap over this, and then he like kind of got stuck at the front. I'm like, wait, can he? Yes, he can.
Yeah, he can.
Yeah, okay, you know, it's fine. A little bit.
Will catch it. That gives Dplus a bit of heads up. They can potentially try and get some vision as Sylvie. That's not the face check he wanted, and that's the jungler just eradicated. Oh no, does this mean that they're going to lose the Baron off the back of this? It had only just respawned.
You know, it's a good omen for Dplus, but I am so afraid for them being in this pit right now.
Oh yeah, this is exactly where Jiwoo wanted them. They walk over wards, but is it actually going to matter as Jiwoo's sort of by himself? No one's really going to be able to stop it. Oh my god, the damage onto Kellen was disgusting! Okay, it just explodes! Because they can do damage from 15 screens away! Showmaker gonna have to flash to take a Mega Cone to safety! That was all they needed! Maybe bait the entire time. Jiwoo presses Q, and their health bars just melt. Dundun is flashing in, slice and dice, and getting the work done. He's going to have to use that arm guard that he purchased earlier, of course. Now Kingin, can he actually help out here as Jiwoo, as soon as he flashes in, they are going down, and there's another one. Is there a Q for Kellen? No, I think that he wants to head towards the enemy base, because Jiwoo might just dictate that this game is over.
That whole fight was just them running away from Jiwoo. Jiwoo trying to get in the range just to one-shot them, and
oh no. Oh, aiming.
He's gonna be alive.
Oh, yeah. A flank angle. This could be a possibility, but the Dragon is getting mad. Now, Showmaker comes in, throws down the wall. Q going to connect there from Jiwoo. As he flaps to the other side of it, a Chu does come in, and this is so dangerous. Lucid can definitely steal this away, as Jiwoo just gets half cold, and that is going to be a great ulti from Sylvie to get rid of the jungle of it. Now Kingin, Heroic Charge is exactly that, but he has a GA this time around, and there's a Magnet Storm into the back line. Mom gets angry, but Jiwoo is down solo. Kingin, can he get it? And he does!
How are they winning?
Somehow just killed 2 people! What? All right, I guess it doesn't even really matter if this guy's got a bigger dragon in this. That is not allowed. That is not allowed.
Nongshim have just snatched defeat from the jaws of victory, and Dplus have managed to find this amazing fight against this seemingly unbeatable dragon, and they've managed to win out. I don't know how it happened. I don't know how this manifested, but Dplus somehow win game 1.
I thought in The Hobbit that, you know, Smog was pretty powerful as well, but somehow these short people did manage to do it. So, I don't know.
Really lane advantages, but when they get to the later stages, Aurelion Sol will be the one who drives them through to the finish line.
And Kingin going to try out his other champion as well. Of course, aiming now going to get chained as Jiwoo has jumped on top of him. Still, a little bit of danger here. A couple of sticks into the center, and that means that slow is going to be available, and Dplus have to back away.
Some good trading from Nongshim, and ultimately I love how Peter is playing this. When you have the farm and the Tom Kench, you're so strong. You should be getting stuck in on these skirmishes. And Dplus, see if they can secure this blue.
Yeah, and it's another singularity. Is the flash forward? I'm not sure about that one. Fiesta just going to be able to end Lucid where he stands. That's first blood as well, actually, is now Dundun looking to get on top of King, and he wants to charge up the Narbar, and the Hyper Proc should be able to get him that extra movement speed. It does, but his health...
A lot of XP, so he doesn't even have ult yet. Just something to bear in mind for this fight.
Not exactly optimal. There's now Dplus still looking for their angle. Hostile takeover available here for Kellen, as he will get snared. Fiesta now looking for the charm, does get it, but Fate's Call is going to be available. The Graves able to take that one down as now Hostile Takeover comes in, but misses basically everyone. Lucid now dives in once more, but there's a Devour available, and he's just going to get taken down. Aiming now, trying to hop around the fight. There are so many sticks in this top catch, but Peter, he just catches the angle so beautifully. And Nongshim, they will not be denied.
This replay.
Now we have something potentially in live, as that's an Ahri that's going to be discovered here by a bear. The Singularity comes down. He has no ulti, remember, guys. So this Ahri is really dead. They just want to give the kill to Showmaker, and they'll be successful doing so. The Breath of Light going to be able to take him down as Nongshim look to answer in the mid lane. They will be able to do so, as there are Void Mites everywhere. There are Void Cans here in this mid. Look at it go!
He's got the empowered ult.
22 minutes! This is ridiculous. And yes, now they can just throw down the ulti if they want to get rid of them. And look at this, the Singularity just sitting in front. Dawning Shadow is there. Fiesta's looking for the entrance, but it does not work out. Kellen is very, very low, but they have Fate's Call, remember. This could just be a bait, and there is the Fate's Call. They're looking for that turn. Showmaker holding the R button. This is so dangerous for Nongshim, but they can't let them use this Baron. They don't manage to get in there with Jiwoo's snare at all onto Kingin. And aiming, just dancing around the outskirts, utilizing his range. Speaking of range, man, that Breath of Light is getting a little bit silly. And now this face-off, I don't even know whether Nongshim can actually do anything about this, but they do have 5 members up here in Dundun. He's looking for that flank angle. They do have vision. Singularity, fantastic there as Fiesta can't move in. And look at that, they just walk their way out.
Yeah, you can see.
Probably just wanting to get these waves in order. They might even give up this Drake. Like, honestly, I don't even think you need to fight for it. It's just an ocean. But still, it is an opportunity to 5v5 as Kingin possibly caught out. Meganar not going to come in time, and they managed to get the pick onto the top laner. And now Dplus, I think, realizing that they're not going to be able to fight for this one. He also had no teleport, so not going to be able to come straight out of base or anything like that after this 35 seconds is up.
You know, they will be able to route them towards mid and get that mid tier 1, but I think the mistake was trying to fight it. You know, they didn't have vision on the bot side because they were leading towards Baron. It allowed Dplus to be able to set up that pick. If they'd just gone mid...
They are edging towards the Dragon, and that does mean that it opens up a space for Nongshim to move in here. Kingin was wrapping around, though. As Kellen also looking for that opportunity. Kingin just trying to wait on the edges as he's down to 50%. Lucid flashes forward. He looks for Sylvie. The Devour comes in with a big gnaw from Kingin, and it is a disaster. It's a mess as the chaos rains down. The Baron was hitting Showmaker, but he seems like he doesn't care too much about that. And only Lucid dies in that whole exchange. Dplus, later game team fights for this team today have been a huge step up.
The layering...
Aurelion Sol is running this game, and Peter is also, he died. He died in the mid lane. He was licking, he was licking, trying to have a good time, and he wasn't allowed to.
He really feels like a celestial being.
Yeah. He just got, breathed on.
Yeah, we're getting a little bit...
Exactly. Peter is trying to fish for that tongue lash onto someone, but can't really get it in. And Kingin just throwing things around now, just getting to work on these Nexus turrets. And Nongshim, you're going to have to try and do something to stop this. Otherwise, you're just going to lose the game right here and now. Siege minions now set up. And one Nexus turret remains. That Singularity, the ultimate placement from Showmaker as Nongshim Sky falls on top of them one more time. And yes, Lucid might be going down low, but the hostile takeover, they're just fighting amongst themselves. And Dplus, they've got an open Nexus to fight, but they want to grab some kills before they finish off this series. And it was once again a great early game from Nongshim. Once again, they took control. And once again, Dplus just clutched it out and came back.
And it must feel so frustrating to have lost that game 1 for Nongshim. But Dplus coming in game 2 and say...
These were some of the best highlights from today's LCK 2024 Spring Split matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.